But again, this is Daryl Martin from apexinvesting.com, and I wanted to welcome you all to this webinar about our Sniper Bootcamp system that we use for trading and the automation piece of Markers Plus. If you want to find out more about it, go over to apexinvesting.com/bootcamp to find out about how to get free access to our training, our tools, and our trading room. And if you want to find out about the automation piece that goes with it, go to apexinvesting.com/automate. All right, so today I'm going to show you the automation system. I'm going to also go through a lot of little troubleshooting tips and tricks, just things that I've noticed, questions that we've had come up a lot. And I want to make sure that I sort of go through all of them with you. Some of them you may have heard of, you may know the answers to. Others may be new to you. So if you could just get one or two gold nuggets out of this webinar, it'll definitely be worth it for you. As with any financial webinar, there's risk involved in investing. Know what you're doing before you're doing it, et cetera, et cetera. Read the disclaimers, all that fun stuff. Today, I had one of my best trading days ever. I made $32,000 trading the Sniper system. So that's a screenshot from today when I got done trading in the afternoon. And so not too bad of a day, right? And I saw that a lot of y'all had some pretty fantastic days as well in the trading room. So I want to give you a huge congratulations. Now, would y'all like to know how I did that? Like, seriously, do you want to know how I did that? Okay. So here's the first answer to how I did that. Okay? And this is going to sound a little bit, I don't know what it's going to sound like, but first, I follow the rules. Okay? So I went through all the training. When you sign on to apexinvesting.com, you get access. I know this section 1 through 8 backwards. I know all of it backwards and forwards, but I know especially section 1 through 8 backwards and forwards. I know what the rules are. And that keeps me out of a lot of bad trades. We did a webinar that I posted right down here inside the trade room the other day, and right under webinars. And I walked through every single trade by trade in the morning, and showed how that paid for itself. Okay? So I know that seems like a little too simple, but it's really not. Now, the next thing is I use the automation tool. And the thing is, I go through certain steps. Now, if you had to go through certain steps, would it be worth it to you if you had the potential to make that kind of money? Even a tenth of that, would that be worth it to you? There's certain steps you needed to take to make the automation software work for you. Would it be worth going through certain steps and making sure you know how to use it so you don't have a messed up day when you're trying to use it? Because some people don't want to go through certain steps. It's just not worth it to them. They just want somebody to hand them cash or they want to walk away. But, I mean, I'm just asking seriously, is it worth it to you to go through a few certain steps to get it down? Okay? And we had people that made $3,000 today trading a single contract. Yeah, so I mean, this is sniper training, right? So here's the training. Everybody should know where the training is. It's right here. Okay, click here to access and learn about automation and training. If you already have Markers Plus, submit a help desk ticket so we can give you access to it. The big hand touching the robot hand touching the human hand. Notice they are touching each other. The human is involved with the robot. Okay? And there's 4 videos. Actually, there's 5. There's an introduction video and then 4 more videos. Each take about 45 minutes to watch in their entirety. Okay? And then, maybe spend 15 minutes if you're really a slow reader going through all of the FAQs. It seems like it's a lot. They're short answers. Okay? They're simple. Would this be helpful, do you think, to go through all these questions? Because I add questions here on a daily basis. based on questions that come in. So, do you think maybe if this is your money, if it's real money and you're wanting to make cash like that, that it'd be worth you going through and reading all those questions and knowing all those answers? And I know it sounds like I'm being facetious, but I'm being real. I mean, it's really your money. Is it worth going through and watching? I mean, it amazes. I have people come in the room, and because we have a Skype room where we help answer questions for you. Okay, right here. And I have people hop in the room, and they're like, so what program should I unzip the zip file with? And I'm like, did you watch the videos? Yeah. No, you didn't, because it's in the first video. Right? So it's your money. If you want to make money, I mean, I've made it as simple as I possibly can. And it's like one thing I told my daughter. My daughter has won, she's 13 years old. She's won 12 world titles in rodeo, barrel racing, roping, and other events. And I mean, and I'm not just talking little kid world titles. I'm talking about adult world titles. Okay? And when she first started, when she was 7 years old, I told her, I can get you the best horses. I can get you the best trainers. I can get you the best equipment. I can't get you the drive. And I told her that when she was 7. Okay? I was like, as long as you have the drive, I'll do everything I can to help you succeed. Well, you have to have that drive also. You have to be willing to do whatever it takes, because I've given you the best training. I've given you the best tools. Right? And you got the best team, because we are here to help you. And, you know, some people are like, what about Ninja 8? Who cares? Did you make $32,000 today? Stop worrying about the version. Right? Who cares? But you got the right team, you got the right tools, you got the right training. Okay? But do you have the drive to not let anything get in your way? All right? So, a little bit of a soapbox there. But I'm doing that because, I mean, that is one of my best days ever. And I spent the time making those videos for you. If you want to duplicate potentially anything close to that, do you think you might need to go through that content? So, and if you need tech support, then ask and we'll help. Right? We are always here for you. So, that was today. Y'all want to look at and see how it ran this morning? We'll just do like 30 minutes. First 30 minutes of the day. Okay. So, I have it turned on, and this is for today. All right, so this is just the first, you know, like I said, we'll just do the first 20, 30 minutes of the day. And I'm going to go real simple here. Now, the best thing you should do is what? You should actually be paying attention and looking for trends, stacks, things like that, okay? We have a filter for the trend. You need to watch out for stacks and ranges, okay? And you need to watch out for divergence. So I can't go over that tonight, but we do have videos on that. It's actually the second video under step 8. So I'm going to turn it on. And when I, turn it on, here's one of the things that I always do. Okay, so when I got it going, all right, now if I'm in replay, I'm going to hit pause. Either way, after about 6 bars, I'm going to hit F5. Okay? And then I'm going to right click and I'm going to go to indicators and I'm going to click OK. Why do you think that's important? What it does is it keeps NinjaTrader in sync. And this is something I do about every 2 hours. Is I will hit F5, right click, indicators, OK. All right, that's simple. Easy thing to do. And then I'm going to put it on auto because I have the filter on. The filter will make sure it will only take a short with shorts. It don't take a long with longs. Now, obviously, I would need to be very careful on auto because, I don't want to walk away or not be paying attention. So, yes, I do both F5 and the indicators. So let's go ahead and let's speed it up. Oh, and let me make sure that I have the markers turned on for trades so you can see them. Do that. So it'll only take a short with the red, only take a long with the greens. And again, it's looking for the X box with the trapped order on a reversal bar. Okay? Now, obviously, if I saw something like double clusters, things like that, I would need to, disable the long and short. Okay? So I let the market open up. Then I'm going to hit F5. I'm going to right click and click OK. And then I'm just going to let it do its thing. All right, so that one went short, and it took profit. We'll speed it up a little bit more. There it goes. It just went short there and took profit. Went short there and just took profit. And really, that's my 3 and done for the day. So I can hit pause, right? And I was watching. I didn't have any stacks come up. I could have turned off the long and short if a stack would have been in my way. Right? So there was no stacks in the way on any of the trades. So that was what would have made me turn off the long and short. Auto, obviously, is you better be really good at it because you better be fast. Otherwise, you use semi. And that's why I teach everybody to use semi, because you better be really fast because that thing can trigger 3 orders in a row in 5 seconds. And if you have semi on, it won't do that to you. Okay? So I'm doing this just to show you this. That was just this morning, just here in the first 20 minutes or so. And, we could keep going. There's another one. Whatever. So, maybe at a loss and we keep going. I guess right there. I guess no losses here so far. I think there was one early in the morning if you would have got that one right off. There's another one. So that's it. Okay, that's the automation in action. That's this morning. This isn't cherry picked. That's this morning. Okay? So my 21-9-10 ATM strategy is the exact same one that I show you inside of the training. So if you watch the training that I was harping on about at the beginning, you will have the 21-9-10 ATM. Okay? So just go to the training page and it's on there. All right? Like I said, worth your time. And that's 30 minutes this morning. That was a couple $1,000. Okay? That was just the filter on. Does that look good? I mean, does that look like it's worth digging into? Now, we're dealing with technology. Does anybody ever have moments where they hate technology? That was just the advanced template. Yeah. Okay. So I want to go through some of those technology things with you today. Some you've already been past. Some of them, you haven't. So first, I signed up. What's next? Well, if you signed up, whether it be for boot camp or for the automation system that you want to use in boot camp, you need to go through steps 1 through 8 on boot camp. You can knock that out in one day. If you want to space it out over a few days so you don't get brain fried, that's fine too. But you can knock out steps 1 through 8. I've actually added a brand new cheat sheet under the welcome video. It's a checklist, actually, that has a checklist for every single thing you need to do. And I just uploaded it yesterday. Okay? And you need to know how to use, NinjaTrader. You need to have the right machine ID. Not your key, but the right machine ID. If you're going to use the automation, we need to have your actual machine ID. If you submitted the wrong one, you need to copy and paste it into the help desk. Okay? And submit a ticket under the account section. This is important. The help desk is only for activations or changing machine IDs. It can take up to 3 business days. A lot of times we get them done the same day. Sometimes we get them done instantly, but up to 3 business days to get activated. So if you're wondering and it's past 3 days, then let us know. But if it's before 3 days, just give us up to 3 days. And then the Skype room is for any support. Not the chat on the website, not the Elite Trade room, not the help desk. The Skype room. We have a Skype room, just a chat Skype room. Don't worry, you don't have to talk or anything. But we have one that you get immediate access to on the training page. Okay? And we have several people in there who will hop on your computer and help you out and help you get everything going. Okay? The training course. Does everybody know where it is now? Like the robot hand touching the human hand. Like once you have Markers Plus, you get access to that. Okay? And again, you get that at apexinvesting.com/automate. If you already own it, submit a help desk ticket and we'll get you access to that training page and it'll work for you. The Skype room link. Again, myself, Dennis, Gabe, Brad, we're all in there. We can help you. We're the main leaders. There's other people that know answers that will help you as well. 90% of the questions are on the training page in an FAQ format. Okay? Reminder, as of last Friday, you should have updated your toolkit and your templates. So if you haven't done it since then, make sure you do go in and update your toolkit and templates. Or maybe it's not last Friday, but make sure you have the latest version. Okay? Also, you have the most up-to-date Markers Plus. Okay, so we're using the most up-to-date one. Make sure you're using the most up-to-date one. If there are any updates to Markers Plus or the toolkit, we'll email you. We'll notify you in the Skype room. We'll notify you through NinjaTrader as well. Okay? So any new versions come out, we'll let you know. So some people go, where is my machine ID? I'm trying to buy it. I'm trying to set it up. I submitted the wrong one, whatever. You just open Ninja, go to Help, go to About, and you'll see right here, not the license ID, the machine ID. And that's the machine ID. That's the ID number you put on the form, or if you didn't put it on the form, then you put it in the help desk, or if you ever need to change your machine ID. Okay? How do you change it? Go to the exact same place, copy it, and then go to the help desk under the account menu at the top, submit it, and we can get your machine ID changed for you. Or maybe you bought 2 licenses and you got your second computer now. You can submit your second license there, that type thing. Okay? How long can it take? It can take up to 3 business days. Don't email anybody if you get like a message or anything like that. If 3 days have passed since you bought it, then message us. Okay? But it shouldn't take 3 days. How do you upgrade your toolkit? Anytime there is an upgrade, there's an Apex logo on your desktop. Click on that icon on your desktop, open it, click install, choose the latest version, click OK. It'll install the latest version with the latest templates. Okay, so make sure you have the most recent toolkit and templates. Like I said, we've made upgrades here in the past week. We have a market replay template just for replay. We also have an advanced template. I'll go into that in a little bit. Some of you have downloaded the new toolkits. Some of you are still using the older templates. And you maybe have saved those in your workspaces. So a reminder, if you update your template, you want to save your workspace, right? The templates names. Which ones do I use? We have just a TX semi-auto and a TX semi-auto advanced and a TX semi-auto replay. Well, use the replay one in replay. And then most people use the advanced because it gives you 2 bars to get filled. Okay? And it also gives you 1 extra tick to get filled. understand if markets are moving really fast, it might end up giving you a bad fill and you may need to close out of the trade, or if your computer is slow, which is usually the main reason. So just make sure your computer's in sync. We'll talk about that. And I remind you to reboot your computer every day. Okay? So between 5 and 6, I reboot my computer on a daily basis. All right? So with these fast-moving markets, especially with these fast-moving markets, make sure you close down Ninja. Literally close down your computer. Clear the cache through the toolkit, okay? And you might even want to reset your database. It's under Tools, Options, Data, Reset Database. You may want to do that. It'll make your machine work a lot faster and a lot smoother. It gets rid of the clog in the pipes, okay? All right, so again, close Ninja, restart your computer, clear your cache, and reset your database. That will make everything run a lot smoother. And again, 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, when I'm saying that, I'm saying basically when the markets are closed. Okay? Why are there 2 separate ones? You'll see a semi-auto and a semi-auto 2. Okay? The 2 is for if you're running another instrument or the same instrument on 2 different accounts. Use the second one so the logic doesn't get confused because they have the same logic in them. So if I have oil and I have NQ, I'm going to use semi-auto on one, semi-auto 2 on the other. Or I may use semi-auto advanced on one and semi-auto advanced 2 on the other. Okay? So use those different names for that purpose. So different instruments, same instrument, whatever. But, you know, whatever you're doing, if you're doing multiple, which I don't recommend running more than 2 because it's a lot of processing and you want it to be fast. So I usually only run 1 just to give you an idea. Okay? And then let's see here. When should you clear your cache? Every time, if your data is off. Some people, like especially today, I saw some people got like these weird zeros printing on their bars and stuff. That means either your data was off or your computer was off. One of the two. And so if that happens, you need to close down Ninja, clear your cache, and reopen it. And again, you just open the toolkit, hit Tools, Clear Cache, and it clears it out for you. Okay? Every time you close Ninja, clear your cache before you reopen it. Okay? Should you leave your computer on? Yes, leave it on to collect your OP data. Just turn it off between 5 and 6 p.m. Eastern time. And the restart it, of course, also do this on the weekends. Okay? So I do have EV on. I just don't have it on replay. So the replay template doesn't have it on. Common issues and mistakes. Got a few of these. Do not open the zip file. Download it like the video says, and then go to File, Utilities, Ninja Script, and import it. Again, do not open it. The ATM must match. Okay, when you load up your template, it's going to say Change Me. So you have to select it on the right and then select it at the top. All right, make and save your ATM on the right, then change it on the top. Okay? You do have to select your account. You can use auto, semi, whatever. I recommend, again, you don't use auto. Okay? I'm showing that on replay only. Use semi while you're trading. Obviously you need to make sure you're selecting, deselecting, reselecting, long and short. Does that make sense to everybody so far? Like, as they're needed. Like, if you've watched the videos, like, most of this should make sense. Yeah, I'll show you how to resync the indicator settings here in a second. Filter, select or deselect it. Like, if you want to take a divergence trade, you're going to deselect the filter, right? So, then reselect it if you're wanting to take a trend trade. If you have other charts up of the same instrument, same time, same account, just make sure you're not running markers replay with the exact same template on them. Okay? Any questions so far? Pardon me. Coughing a little bit tonight. Like I said, the biggest issue is simply not watching the training. Activations take 72 hours. If you get a pop-up, by the way, a lot of people have left their computer on for 3 days, and so we activated it, but they're getting a pop-up message because they did not restart their Ninja. If you restart your Ninja, then it will check the license again. If Ninja Trader is crashing on you a lot, 2 things. 1, you probably need to clear your cache. Okay? The second is you need to clear your database. So tools, options, data, reset database. Okay? That will make it run faster. So clear your cache and reset your database. When I say reboot on a daily basis, I mean reboot your entire computer. Let's see. Do not change anything while turned on. Like, if you're in replay, make sure you pause. Make sure that you don't change any settings while the auto trader is turned on. Turn it to off, then change your ATM, then change your account, and then turn it back on to semi. Does that make sense? You don't have to reset your database every day, but if you're having issues, reset your database. See, Ninja only lets the database get so big. It actually has a very small cap. All right, so very small cap. And most people don't know that they're letting it get too big. Yeah, do y'all got my new pointer here? It's like a little Harry Potter wand. If something's not working or not firing off right, take off the auto and semi-auto. So turn it off. Press F5. Then right-click on your indicators and click OK. All right? And we're going to go over those steps about 5 times in this video. Never reload your chart while turned on, meaning don't leave your auto trader on. Turn it to off. And let me make sure that you know what I mean when I say this. Let's see here. Let me bring my chart back up. I'm saying before you refresh, turn everything off. Before you hit F5 and hit right click and hit restart, or what, or indicators and OK and all that stuff, turn it to off. If you're in replay, make sure you have paused it before you hit F5 and you reload your template and all that stuff. Okay? So basically have everything stopped as much as you can. Obviously you can't stop your data in live, but turn it to off. Don't be refreshing while the thing's on. That's just really dangerous and not a good idea. Okay? And then as far as clearing your cache, the Apex logo over here, click on that. Then it'll open up. And then you just go to Tools, Clear All Ninja Trader Cache. Okay? All right, so we good so far? Now, these are just little things, but they can make a big difference. Is anybody else there? I know this is like not the most exciting webinar, but it really is exciting when you're in the middle of trading and you're having issues, right? So it's one of those really valuable webinars. All right, good. So you are liking it. All right. Let's see. We went through that. Went through all these. If you get a error when the first time you're installing the zip file and it says you have custom NinjaScript files on your PC that have programming errors, these errors must be resolved before you can import a NinjaScript archive file. Okay, if you get that, that means that you have a crap indicator on your computer. I'm sorry, but you do. You've bought something or you've downloaded something from somebody that has a lot of crap in it. And so you're going to have to go to Files, Utilities, and then... I don't ever have to do this. But, where is it? Oh, Tools, Edit, actually. Tools, Edit, Ninja Script, and then you click on one, and you just double click the first one, whatever. It'll build it up. It'll open it up. Then you hit F5. And if there's an error, it'll say down here what the name of the file is that has the error. And you need to remove that file. Okay? So, but again, you find it under Tools, Edit, Ninja Script. And then you just double click on it. And then click F5 on one of the indicators. And it'll tell you where the compile errors are. If you need help on that, just hop in our Skype room. We will be happy to help you. Okay? So Gabe, when he's available, he'll be happy to help you out. The best thing you can do for OP files is just keep your computer on. Let's see, variable already in use. If you get Marco's variable already in use, that means you've opened the exact same, okay? The exact same template on the exact same market. That's why you got that error. So load like auto 2 or advanced 2 if you're going to open it up on the same market. Okay? And then John, can you get some of those questions? Activation message. And if I'm not answering your question, I'll come back to it. I just want to stay on target. Okay? If you get your license is not for the Apex Trade Assistant is expired, please contact. Do not contact them. They can't help you. You didn't buy it from them. You bought it from us. So we have to send. We actually have to put your key in. Again, that can take up to 3 business days. Okay. If it's past 3 business days, restart Ninja. If you're still getting that message, submit a toolkit with your machine ID in it. All right, chart trader properties. Things like offsets and stuff like that do not impact the auto trader at all. So you can edit your chart trader properties all you want. It will not impact the auto trader. Okay, some people think, well, if I edit my chart trader and get myself a bigger offset, that'll change it. No, it won't. You actually have to edit in Markers Plus. Okay, if you have a question about editing that in Markers Plus, then ask inside the Skype room. Okay, but it will not impact the auto trader. Again, do not unzip the install file. Go to Tools, Utilities, Import to import the Ninja script. Can you use it on multiple instruments? Yes, you can. Just remember, more charts will slow down your computer's performance depending on your computer. It could cause entries to be late. I suggest you only do a max of 2 instruments with 2 different templates. And I myself usually only do 1. And I have a beast, okay? And I don't have problems. A lot of y'all have like 20 charts open and you're wondering why it's going slow on your 1. So, all right, what is the difference between advanced and replay and the normal template? Okay, well, the replay template is for market replay. That makes sense, right? The TX semi-auto uses a 0 tick offset, 1 tick above or below the low or high of the bar. Okay, and the order must be filled within that 1 bar or it will be canceled. So the bar after the setup bar, it has to be filled. The advanced template uses a 1 tick offset and the order must be filled within 2 bars. So you have a better chance of getting filled with advanced. Okay? If you get a 1 tick fill, make sure to adjust it. You take profit, so it's 10 ticks above or below the high of the bar. If you get filled late for some reason, due to just the market flying, your computer being slow on processing, which is usually the main issue, market's just going. If the market's going nuts, by the way, it's okay just to not trade and chill out for a minute. Like, just let it calm down. But, if the market is your take profit and you haven't even got in yet, then of course turn it off. Right? Does that make sense to everybody? So this is really picky on what gets filled. This gives you a little bit more wiggle room, so more trades will get filled, but you got to watch it, okay? You can toggle the filter on and off without having to change it, the semi to off. The only time you need to change the semi to off is when you're hitting F5 or you're reloading your indicators or templates. And you don't need to F5 after you turn off the filter. You just turn the filter off, turn the filter on, turn the filter off, turn the filter on, no big deal. Okay? But y'all understand the difference between the three templates? Does that help out? Like, one's a zero tick offset, has 1 bar to fill. If it doesn't fill, it's going to cancel your order. That's why you hear order enter, order canceled. Okay? This one you hear order enter, and you still may hear order canceled if it moved too fast. And we'll talk about limit orders here in a second. All right? Especially in these fast markets. If you want to trade the same instrument on 2 accounts, again, you must use 2 different templates. And by 2 different, I mean like advanced and advanced 2, or auto and auto 2, or replay and replay 2. Okay? All right, so you must use the different templates. And all of the templates include the filter. You just have to turn the filter on or off, as I show in the video. So again, if you will watch the videos, you'll know the filter I'm referring to. If you read the FAQs, you'll know what the filter is I'm referring to. Maybe you have a regular account and a retirement account you're trading in Q. Use semi-auto on one, use semi-auto 2 on the other. Okay? Will it take trades on NQ, on MNQ, and vice versa? It won't. It will only take trades based on the instrument you have selected. So if you're trading MNQ, it will only place trades on MNQ. You will have to manually place trades that are set on NQ on the MNQ chart, or vice versa. Okay? ATMs. These are some issues that come up. One is, if you want an ATM if you want to change an ATM at all, if you want to change its stop loss, its take profit, its size, then make a brand new ATM. Don't edit an ATM. I don't know why. It's a weird little thing in Ninja, but it seems to only remember the first time you save it. Okay? So you can delete it if you want to. You just go like right to where you save an ATM and then hit remove. And then you can type in again. But make a new one, but don't try to change settings and save it. Like, make a new ATM. And maybe you have like I have a 1, a 2, a 10. Okay? And so I have ATMs for each size, all with their own unique names. Okay? And you delete custom stop strategies the same way. You just go to manage it where you're going to save it, and you click remove. So the same way you save it, in that same menu, it has the remove button. Okay? But make sure you have selected the ATM on the right and the top. If you don't have them selected in both locations, okay, again, if I bring up the chart, if you don't have it selected here and here, it's not going to work. Okay? So make sure you have both locations selected. And again, you can, if you want to delete an ATM, you just go to manage and then you click remove. Do not try to change the size here and resave it. Go to custom and make a brand new one if you want different sizes. Some people were having issues with different sizes. Okay? And then for stops, you go to manage stop strategy. Maybe it doesn't have it in there for deleting it. I don't know about the deleting side on the stops. But anyways, just as far as the ATM part, this part, make a new one. Don't go in and then delete any old ones, okay? Does that make sense to everybody? If you have one account on 2 computers, do we still use advanced? Yeah, that's only if it's on the same computer. But you wouldn't want to run the ATM twice on the same account on 2 different computers. So again, make sure, if you have none here and that there, maybe it won't be taking any trades for you. Make sure they match. Make sure your accounts match, okay? Um, will it fire off a trade if it doesn't match? It may not fire the trade off. Okay? I don't change my template parameters on a daily or regular basis. I use the same ones day after day after day. Like I said, if I put a quantity of 5 in, like you go in, and what happens is people go in here, and I know because, you know what? I made the exact same mistake. Because I'd go in here and I'd go like, well, I want to do 5 contracts. And then all of a sudden it's firing off 1 or 10 or whatever. Well, it's all based on what's inside my ATM. So it doesn't, remember what I said, it doesn't matter what you set over here. As long, like the only two things that matters is your account and your ATM selected. Okay? It doesn't matter what quantity you put here. It's going to base your size on the ATM setting, not the quantity setting. Okay? Again, don't change an existing ATM. Should I reload a chart when the trade assistant is turned on? No. So again, I'm telling you, like I said, some of this is repetitive, but I'm trying to help y'all, and so I hope this is coming across as helpful. But again, don't hit F5 while you have, it on, right? Go in, turn it off, then hit F5, then right click after that loads up, and then click on indicators and click on OK. It's taking a second to load up. So after that, then I'll right click, I'll go to indicators, and I'll click OK, and that resyncs it. Okay? Let's see here. Syncing. All right, if you want to completely resync your chart, you right click on the chart and you reload the template. Okay? This is, if you want to make sure everything is working optimally, everything else I've said, and this I do a couple times a day, especially if the market's if the market's going slow, it's not a big of a deal. But if it's flying and I'm getting as many ticks as an hour as I may get in a day, I'll right click on my chart, I'll reload the template, then I'll choose the ATM and the account again. Then I'll hit, I have it on off, right? I hit F5. Then I right click on the chart, click indicators, click OK, and then choose my, account, ATM, and then turn everything on. Those 4 steps, though, if I want to resync it in insanely fast markets, I will literally do this every 2 to 3 hours. Most of the time, I'd only do this once a day. But the last week and a half, where we've been seeing like 1,000-point moves and stuff like that on the Dow and all that, yeah, I'm doing it every couple hours. Okay? Because I need everything to be in sync. Don't use the manual function, Grant. There's a good answer for you. Let's see. There's a thing about how to compile. I already showed you how to do that. Talked about if you get a corrupt file, then ask us for help. There's 20 steps to market replay, okay? It is a pain in the butt. I have all 20 steps listed on the FAQs. All right, but essentially you're going to download your data. Okay, you're going to close Ninja with an empty, easy open workspace. You're going to open Ninja with one chart. You're going to connect to live data. You're going to disconnect from data. Close your chart, connect to market replay, choose the date, choose the time, then load the chart up, choose the semi-auto replay template or semi-auto advanced replay template. Then choose replay 101 in your account. Choose your ATM on the right side in the top. Turn on semi, choose long or short according to the rules, play at 1x speed. I mean, you saw me play it at 200, but if you're obviously trying to follow the rules, you're going to do 1x. After 6 bars, hit F5, right-click on the indicators and click OK. Select long or short as you need to. Turn off the filter as you need to. After every trade, reselect long or short as needed. And even in replay, if it's really fast, I may even go back in after like 2.5 hours of replay, and I don't mean like 2.5 hours of sitting there, I mean 2.5 hours go by. I'll go in and like about 11 o'clock, I'll hit F5, I'll pause it, I'll turn it off, I'll hit F5, I'll right-click, I'll click on indicators, click OK. Okay? And then, just basically repeat as needed. If you change time, you have to reload your template because NinjaTrader, for some weird reason, will reorganize your indicators in market replay when you change the time by using the slider or changing the time. So anytime you change the time inside a replay, you have to reload the template to make sure they're in the optimal order. Okay? What happens if I get an email that says it's activated, but it's not activated? What should I do? First, close Ninja and reopen it, because maybe you just had it open, and that's why you're getting the message. If it's still giving you that message, then send a support ticket with your machine ID in. Should you contact the help desk for support? No. The help desk is for changing the machine IDs or activating them. If you contact the help desk, I'm sure many of you know, we will send you to the Skype room, because that's where you will get help. And we do help everyone. There's nobody yet that we have not been able to help solve whatever issue they've had. Okay? And there are links at the top and the bottom of the training page. So some people are like, I don't use Skype. And I'm like, well, then you don't get support. So download it. It's free. You don't have to have a phone. You don't have to have a microphone. You don't have to have a headset. We just use it for chat. And we also use it so we can log on directly to your computer, because we have a separate program that logs on directly onto your computer if you need us to. I've hopped on probably 24 people's computers in the last 2 weeks. I know Gabe's probably been on twice as many as that, as well as Dennis. Ninja 7 and 8. It's on Ninja 7. So if you're having any issues with Ninja 7, we will solve them for you. Just let us know, okay? When Ninja 8 is available, the Apex Toolkit will be rolled out, as well as, of course, Markers Plus 8 for Ninja 8 is also available. Okay? By the way, computer speed. If you have a crappy computer, and maybe you think you have a good one, and I don't mean it to be insulting, I just mean it in the realm of trading. Okay? We will have a PC webinar next week, and I'm going to teach you, as a trader, what you need to have for a PC. I'll tell you, like, the company I buy them from, how to get a discount from them. You can go make your own. You can buy one from Best Buy, whatever you want to do. I don't care. Okay? But I'm going to show you how to be able to test a computer to know if it's going to be a decent trading computer for you, and what the minimum requirements are, and how to know if your computer meets the minimum specs in several areas. Okay? So yes, if you're running a Commodore 64, you need an upgrade. But a lot of people said that they would like that. So, but yeah. Are y'all up for that, for a PC webinar? I'll put up the link here tomorrow. But would y'all like to have a PC webinar where I go through and teach you how to know if you have a top-notch computer or a way subpar, or a computer that's right where it's at? And also how to find out what chips are compatible, things like that. So, again, I've already talked about this. Get the newest templates. Indicator order from Market Replay. You'll notice that, okay, I actually have, since I happen to have Replay open right now, which is rare, because I just wanted to open it for the webinar for you. But you'll notice that the indicators, see how they're all in order? Like, I got institutional order prints, and then like OP, and then DR, and TX long, TX short, markers plus, like that's what's at the top. Okay? If I change the time, these will all get out of whack, and that's why it won't work in Replay. And that's why you have to reload the template. Sim settings. If y'all are trading in Sim, these are some settings you need to change. You go to Tools, Options, Simulator. Okay? On NinjaTrader, go to Tools, Options, Simulator. And basically select all these delays to 0. You already have delays in data. You don't need a further delay in data on top of the delay in data. Okay, so delay 0, delay exchange 0, waiting for data 0, and then check mark. Okay, you don't need further delays. So just 0, 0, 0, and then these 2 check marks right here. Okay, and I have people that have, I mean, I have pretty decent internet. I have like 500 megs up and down. I have air fiber out in the country, which is fast for being out in the middle of the country. But I mean, I have people that literally have like 10 megabytes a second, and they still do just fine. So, I mean, as long as you're not trying to go in and stream videos and run everything at the same time, you're just trading, there's not a lot of data coming through. Limit order versus market order. This is really important. Y'all need to understand Okay, like the automation software doesn't fill your order for you. The market fills your order for you. Okay? So, since the market fills your order for you, not the software, you need to understand what order type it is. A market order itself means give me whatever price you give me. I don't care how crappy it is, I'll take it. Okay, I only use those on my stop exits. Okay, my trail stops, my stop losses. I use limits on my entries and limits on my take profits. Okay, my target take profits. If a limit order is jumped and the price doesn't come back to it, then you won't get filled and you'll hear order submitted, order canceled. That's because it's a limit order, and that just happens. I don't care whether it's placed in a millisecond or if it's placed, it takes 3 seconds to place an order. If the order's jumped, the order's jumped. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter how fast the market's moving. If it just jumps one tick past it and doesn't come back, it's not going to fill. If the liquidity's not there, it's not going to fill. And that's why orders get canceled. Okay? So we hear people all, it's funny, like I never really heard this before, but now that people are like getting orders on really fast, okay? Like they're like, well, why is my order getting canceled? Market, it must be messing up. No, it's called trading. It's called a limit order. A limit order means this price or better. And yes, I use limit orders. I do not use market orders. I do not want to get a crap fill. If you can't give me the fill I want, I don't want the trade. It's just like whitewater rafting. I can choose where I can get in, but I can't choose where I get out. So I'm going to be picky about where I get in, because that's the one thing you control in trading is where you get in. You don't control the outcome after that, but you control your entry. So I demand my entry, and if I don't get it, I don't want it. I mean, why give up the one thing you have control over? Right? So it's okay to have an order canceled. Now, maybe things aren't running fast or smooth for you, so you need to do some of the steps like I said, like rebooting your computer, clearing your cache, resetting your database, resyncing everything to make sure everything's running smoothly. But beyond that, you could have that issue. And people use market orders are the ones who are always complaining about slippage. So don't use market orders. Use limit orders. I don't use the manual function, so I don't know. Why pending canceled orders? So again, that's why. Because if it moves past your limit order and it doesn't come back, it will be canceled. Again, if you use the advanced template, it'll give it 2 bars and 1 extra tick to allow it to fill. Okay? You can change the chart trader settings all you want. It won't impact Markers Plus. And I would not suggest you changing the Markers Plus settings. Let's see here. We've went through ATMs. We've went through the 2 templates and the limits. We went through, yes, you need to select your account. Make sure the right account is selected. Trades aren't being taken or random was taken. How do I resync? This happens when markets are going insanely fast or something's out of sync. Like I said, right-click your chart, reload the template. Turn off Markers Plus first. Right-click the chart, reload the template. Choose the ATM and the account again. After 6 bars are printed, hit F5. Click the indicators and click OK. And then re-enable your semi-auto trading assistant, your account, all that stuff. Do I have to do that? Well, you don't have to, but I made 32 grand today and I did it. So is it worth it to you to do it? Or do you want to complain about it? So, up to you. If I have markets open with ATMs and I see one executed properly, what should I do? Resync. Are y'all getting the message here on the resync? If you're seeing something not working correctly, go through the 4 resync steps. If it took the trade, it turns it off, you got to turn it back on when valid, right? Must I reselect long or short after every order placed? If it's on semi, which is what I suggest you do, otherwise it can get very dangerous, Yes, you have to reselect long or short each time. How do I ensure it will not place trades? Turn it to off and deselect long and short. Don't leave it on semi or auto. Like off and deselect long and short. And if you want to, go ahead and right click on your chart, click OK. On an indicator, click OK to sync it to off so that we don't have to worry about an order maybe firing off. All right, markers works better with live markets than replay. Don't get frustrated, but again, go through all the steps. Make sure you know how to use it. It's great to use it in replay, but make sure you know how to use it in general. Make sure you have the recent toolkits. Let's see here. We already went through replay. Again, when you're gonna save your workspace, like if you changed anything, deselect long and this is important. Make sure you've turned it off and deselected long and short when you save your workspace before you shut down your workspace and close down. Don't have it booting up with everything on. That can be dangerous, okay? I've auto-traded on one chart, but trades are showing up on a different chart. That means that you have the account selected on two different charts, but you have your markers in your data series turned on one and not the other. Let's see, what other markets can I trade? What tick sizes? We have traders trading the Dow, the S&P, the Russell, the FDAX, the Nikkei, the FTSE, the Aussie dollar, pound dollar, yen, New Zealand dollar, gold, oil, euro, We use 10 ticks on NASDAQ, Dow, ES, RTY, and FTSE. We use 8 ticks on CL. Pretty much 6 ticks on just about everything else. And let's see here. Go through. There's a typo on that. Trying to find the thing over here so I can fix it. There we go. All right, so if you use different ones, basically your take profit is going to be 1 tick less than your bar size, and your stop loss is going to be 2 times your bar size plus 1. Okay? Yeah, if you do anything, always make sure everything's turned off if you're going to save any kind of template or workspace. But y'all get that? Like if I have like a 6 tick, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 1 from my take profit, and then my stop is going to be 2 times the bar size plus 1. And that's for your generic basic ATM. Okay? What I do if Ninja is crashing, open the toolkit, clear all cache, then open NinjaTrader, go to Tools, Options, Data, and reset your database. Let's see here. I want to change colors, settings, move things around. I suggest you leave the template alone, but you can change the colors and things like that. Just make sure you leave the basic indicators as is. The markers plus ones. Can you add other filters? We have added DR already. So that's what the filter is it's the deviation reversal indicator if it's long or short. And if y'all give me 1 second, I'm going to get a drink of water. So if I keep coughing, I need a drink of water. So we have the DR filter. If you turn the filter on, if DR was green on the current bar and the previous bar, it's going to allow you to take a long trade. If it's red on the current bar and the previous bar, it's going to allow you to take a short trade. So we have that filter built in. We don't have like the mini magnets and pause. It's impossible to do enhanced because it can't detect. It's 2 ticks away. But you do not want to do that because you'd miss out on all the naked X boxes. Okay? Demo trade, semi-auto trading, master it before you go live. Take the time to learn it, understand the software. Skype Room is not a place for hand holding. Now, it is a place for support. And we are all about support, but we do expect you to watch the videos. Okay? Remember, you're semi-operating your live money. It's worth it for you to learn how to use it properly. Be patient. Don't get frustrated. Invest the time and learn. Okay? Now, let's see what other questions we have that I haven't got to yet. Oh, one thing is your machine ID cannot be changed like back and forth when you go home and go to work and go home and go to work. We won't do it. Okay? It's too much time. It's too much work. If you want 2 computers, then you need to buy 2 computer licenses. It's that simple. Okay? Machine IDs are only to be changed when you buy a new computer. All right? Let me see. Let me scroll up, and then I'll catch up. Let's see here. Yeah, one person's like, it's really annoying getting questions in the ER that are covered in the 2 minutes into the first video. Yeah, please watch the videos. Nobody minds helping you. They just mind helping you when you haven't tried to help yourself. Chad, if you have an issue with Ninja 7, we'll help you out. We'll even hop on Ninja 7 and hook it all up for you. Okay? Let's see here. Emmanuel, if you ask me in the trade room about divergence, I'll go into it in detail for you. Okay? Yeah, I was just using auto just to show you an example of this morning to sort of get through it fast. But I use semi during the day. If the trend is really fast, then that's why you use auto. Let's see. I mean, that's the whole point of automate. Like Giovanni's asking about, how do you keep up with it when it's fast? I was like, that's the whole point of the automation, is to help you keep up with it when it's fast. Let's see, Abdul, yeah, the ATM is in the video. I actually show you how to set up the 21.9 ATM. Let's see here. What is the stack? We go through that in the training. Make sure you go through steps 1 through 8. Let's see, Chris, I was using the advanced template. That's the which template I was using on that replay earlier. Let's see, Steve asked, so every time the DR turns green for just one block, it picks long? Nope, it has to be that block and the previous block. Both. For the filter to work. Not just one block. Where's the market replay kit? There's a market replay section, Richard, under Sniper that teaches you how to use market replay. Let's see here. Yeah, you can run the advanced in replay. It's just we have the replay template just doesn't have expected volume on it. Let's see here. But it's not a bad idea to reset your database like once a week. No, that's a good idea. The only people who should be cautioned on that are people who are going through like trials for getting funded. Sometimes they have to show that data. Let's see. How do you clear that data? Tools, options, data, reset database. Yes. Let's see. Larry, is there a way for Apex to create macros so OP files are easily placed? You got to go to video 5. It will show you exactly how to download and place it. That's the only way it can happen. No macro for it. Let's see, Lewis, how much does it cost? The automation is $5.97. The sniper trading itself is free for the first month. Currently, we have a special $1 for the second month. That may be going away soon. And then $200 every month after that. And then we do have a lifetime subscription as well as an option. Let's see. This is all used on Ninja 7, correct? Currently. Can you toggle the filter on and off? Yep, anytime you want to. You don't have to reset anything to do that. Would it be wise to learn with TX semi-auto versus advanced? Nope. Advanced just means you're more likely to get filled. That's all it means. Does semi-auto include the filter? Yes, it does. All of the templates include the filter. Lewis, is the filter Daryl's referring to the long and short buttons, or are they actual with the system? It's an actual F that's sitting right next to the long and short. Do I still use the DOM? Yes. Even though I'm auto trading, I definitely use the DOM. I live and die by the DOM. Let's see. Chris, why would replay require different settings? We just remove the expected volume from it, because it could be a pain to load. What is the difference between semi-auto and semi-auto 2? Again, semi-auto is just 1 bar, 1 tick off. Semi-auto 2 is 2 bars, 2 ticks off. So which would equal like a 1 tick offset of 1 tick below. Let's see, Chris, I'm not sure how to delete a custom stop strategy. I thought I did, but you'd have to look that up on Ninja. Let's see, do you change your template parameters? No, I don't. We've been using the same templates for a long time. We do not optimize it or change it up. We've been using the same system for a very, very long time. Does it cause issues when you add your automatic trade assistant chart to your workspace? Nope. Just make sure you save it and turn it off when you save it, so that way you don't accidentally have it on there when you load it. Do you use Strategy Analyzer to optimize your parameters? No, we do not optimize our parameters at all. Your F5 key does not work on your laptop, then right-click and click on Reload Ninja Script, and that'll do the same thing. Let's see here. Let's see, the manual function, I waited all day for that. Now I am going to make dinner. We don't use the manual function, Grant. It's that simple. Machine IDs not to be changed every couple days. Yeah. Do we follow money then? Do we follow money management, daily limits, and markers plus? Yeah, we actually stop when we're up net 3 trades. So let's say if you're just doing 1 contract and a net trade is $50, then we'd stop when we're up $150. If you're doing 2 contracts, we'd stop when we're up $300. And then we also have a down as well for down net 6. So that's in the 3.6 video covered in the training. But if you have further questions, make sure to ask in the Elite Room. We'll be happy to help you. But great question, Ben. Let's see, Chad, you can actually have Ninja 8 and Ninja 7 open at the exact same time. So you can't install Ninja 7 while Ninja 8's open, but if you close it down, then you can install Ninja 7 and both can be opened up at once. But if you need help on getting Ninja set up, we will help you get Ninja set up for the indicators. Just submit a ticket, and somebody will hop on your computer, and they will help you set it up. A ticket will set up the Apex toolkit for you. So the automation, you got to set up watching those 4 quick videos. Okay, Chad? I use the advanced template when I trade. Any feedback on why I get a pending order, price blows through it, pulls back and fills? Because markets are moving really fast, and you have crazy market conditions happening right now, Brent. It's unnormal. We have an arrow that we plot based on copied indicators, based on custom indicators that we've made to read order prints. Van? If Ninja crashes, no, it won't still be active. You need to call your trade desk to tell them to flatten your trade out. Was there a link available to download the Market Plus manual? You can go to their website. We give you a link on the site, and you can go to their site, and they have manuals, and they have YouTube videos, and they have all sorts of stuff. So if they will go to the training page, Marion, if you'll pass this back on to them, the person who asked you, if they'll go to the training page, there is a link to their site where you can find all the information. Is this being recorded? Yes. Nelson. How much potential loss? Well, if I'm trading 10 contracts, I am taking on $1,000 risk. He was saying how much I made 32,000. How much was at risk? $1,000 on a trade. What was the drawdown? Oh, I stop it. I'm up net 3, and I've hit up net 3 pretty much every day for the last, 4 months. We've done that in the trading room. Remember, we don't just keep writing out every single trade, which is a mistake that pretty much 90% of traders make. Do I use multiple time frames? Nope. I don't use time frames at all. I don't use any time frame. If you purchase one license, can you purchase a second? Yes, if you already bought one, you can go back, log in, and it'll give you a add-on single license one time that you can do. Let's see here. But yeah, you don't really have to get technical then with us. We have everything automatically built inside the templates. So markers can do a whole lot, but we don't worry about that. We do what we need to do. We use it as a tool to work with our system. You're making it way too hard. Let's see. Pricing for Elite is $0 for the first month. Currently, we have a special $1 for the next 30 days, and then $200 a month after that. The Elite, the automation right now is discounted at $597 for one license, or like $750 for two. So that's the current pricing. It may go up. It will go up. You can pay with your PayPal account, yes. Matt, can you change the regular semi-auto to have a one tick offset? Yeah, you'll just make it where it says -1, make it say -2. What is the purpose of the Marcus Plus indicators on the bottom of the page? How do you use them? They're used for the automation. You don't read them. Okay, the program is reading them. That's the only reason they're there. Do you put your orders using the DOM, or do you let Marcus Plus? I let Marcus Plus take my orders. I don't place my orders using the DOM. That's the whole point of using Marcus Plus. $400. How much money to fund an account? $400 for a micro. I would recommend at least $4,000 for a mini of risk capital. If I select 60 ticks to take profit, what happens on the trade on automation if a reversal candle appears before my take profit level? Well, it depends upon if you have long or short selected. If you have the opposite direction selected, it'll close it out and throw another ATM up. So if you just leave long on and you deselect short, then it won't matter. The exit button is if you're programming in special kinds of exits. We use the ATMs, so that we don't use that. The F5 key is the same as reloading the Ninja script. The Skype name, you can only access it by going to the Trading Assistant page, which is the training page you must go to get access to the Skype room. You can't access it in any other way. I've seen all Marcus Plus videos and there's no mention of these indicators. That's right. I'm guessing you're talking about Marcus Plus website, their YouTube video, not us. So we have our own. We built our own. Let's see. Filter F is not working on my system, but the long and short says, okay, it does not get disabled. What should I do, DM? You should hop inside the Skype room and ask for help. I wouldn't go to their site. I think you're going to get really confused if you start digging in deep like that, Chris. Is it possible to automate other indicators? Yes. The elite pattern, no. You cannot automate anything that we have not built a detector for that's drawn. You can only automate that which plots. Is this good for the one market? Definitely. If you want to run it on a second computer, you will need a second license. If you have short on and you're in a short, it'll take another short, George. So you're asking if you get in a trade, it's for 60 ticks, and you have short on, and another short pops up. If you leave the short on, it'll get in short again. So if you don't want it to take another one, just turn short off and let the trade play itself out. If you want it to add on, then leave short on. If you remove any of the panels at the bottom of the chart templates, then the chart templates won't work. So they have to be there. You can shrink them down, but you can't remove them, or you'll break it. You're going to need an actual laptop. Make sure you attend our webinar next week on what a decent trading computer is. If you want it to wait on the next short, I think I got your question covered, George. But if not, let me know. Can I show you where the Skype room is? Well, there's 2 links. It's on the training page. So, do you know where the trading page is, Larry? If you go right down here, you click on the training page, then you'll see a link that says, join our Skype room. There's a link right there. And that'll take you right to it. Okay? Not sure what you're asking, Randy. I mean, I'm in the elite room. We're on the Skype room. Nicholas, no. Not that I know of. I mean, I guess there are ways, but you'd have to get pretty advanced. But again, that's why we use semi-auto, and you trade according to the rules. Is it necessary for accurate trades if OP not done? I have no idea what that question means. You don't have to do an OP update for the automation to work. Yep, because remember it's based on Xboxes, right? But you're going to want your OP on there so you can follow the system of it will accurately execute the trades, but you will not accurately be able to tell if there's a stack in the way or not. Okay. I think I've actually answered every single question. So, and if you want to know about another market, I recommend that you go through and replay it, and then you'll know if you like it. Okay? But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the webinar there. We went over a little bit by about 20 minutes. But I hope y'all got a lot of little details out of this that hopefully will solve a lot of little things for you or frustrations for you that you may be having. And I appreciate your time and being on the webinar. And next week, we're going to dive into trading computers, okay? And what you actually need to have to efficiently trade and not lose money because your computer could be costing you a lot of cash, okay? We'll be talking about how to make sure it's not doing that. All right, y'all have a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow morning in the trade room. Thank you.